I really wanted to talk about ants. In the last week, we saw our call volume increase at least threefold, specifically with ants. Obviously, weather triggers are happening. Before the snap, we weren't really seeing a lot of rain. We weren't seeing the ideal conditions. But now that it's 1,000,000 degrees outside and we've had some rain, colonies are getting flooded out. And those weather triggers are causing ant colonies to go forage for water sources, for food sources. And a lot of the calls that I'm listening to are like, I can't get rid of these ants. I've bought the traps. They're not going in the traps. So I just want to make a comment about before you go to the store and waste a bunch of money on things that are not formulated for a specific species of ant that you might have around your property. Just know that there's not one trap for every ant situation. And this is the case with a lot of different pests. The traps that you see in the stores, sometimes they work if you have that specific ant species, the super teeny tiny ones that you'll get in your kitchen, around the faucet, around the sink, maybe around the dishwasher. Those could work, but really the name of the game is figuring out exactly what species you have. Why are they there? What are they attracted to? Why all of a sudden are they breaching the threshold, right? So that's what we do. That's what Rose does. When you call us, we help you figure out exactly what you have going on. And of course, a lot of times it turns into David's biggest fear, carpenter ants.
Hate them.
Mm-hmm.
And
blueberries with legs. Is that what you call them?
They are out and about in full force. And I was just at my brother's farm, and I saw he thought it was a queen, but I'm like, no, it could just be just a normal carpenter ant. It was humongous.
What's a queen? I know what a queen is, but what's a queen ant?
Queen is typically just so much bigger, like 10 times bigger, and her abdomen will be huge because she's just making all these eggs. But she's typically well hidden in the colony. But think about this, folks. Okay, ants live underground. When we have floods of rain, where do they have left to go? Up. So you're going to see them trail up the sides of buildings into gaps and crevices around your windows. So what can you do? And I know a lot of people are out there planting flowers. Maybe they already did. They stirred up all kinds of things. Maybe they put mulch down. These are all open invitations for insects to get closer to the house. So one thing you can do is rake back mulch from the foundation. That's going to kind of put a moat around the house, if you will, to, avoid them from a direct access to the foundation and getting inside. But just be aware of things too. Like if you've got dogs, and if you're outside, a lot of times people put bowls of water out for the dogs. Something like that will attract ants. A leaky faucet, spigot will attract ants. Clogged gutters that aren't flowing properly away from the house will attract ants. So just be diligent about what you could do or what you are doing that's attracting them.
Before the break,
Yeah.
30 seconds. The branches that are rubbing, you taught me this.
Yeah.
The branches that are rubbing against your house.
Yep.
That is the Autobahn for those little
Yes,
bastards to,
yes.
to
And big
go
ones,
right
just
into.
to be clear.
Well,
Yeah.
any foliage, any bushes touching the house, any overhanging branches, trees, anything touching the house, that's just like that's a highway.
It's a highway.
Yeah.
That's what you taught me.
Yeah.
Yeah.